The Elder Scrolls is a series with many different races and cultures and even subcultures in it, and all of these different peoples have their own lore. In this video, we're going to focus on the Skaal. They are a tribe that lives on the island of Solstheim, and they are a deviation of the Nords of Skyrim, though their culture is quite different. Just like the Nords, they believe that a long time ago, the world was ruled by dragons, and they were served by the dragon priests, though unlike the Nords of Skyrim, the Skaal believe that one of these dragon priests, called Miraak, was seduced by Hermaeus Mora into betraying the dragons, and he became known as the traitor. But the traitor's plot to overthrow the dragons was uncovered by another dragon priest, Valok, who became known as the Guardian. The two of them fought an epic battle, which lasted many days. So epic, in fact, that they tore the land asunder and split Solstheim from Skyrim. And that, according to the Skaal, is why Solstheim and Skyrim are separate. As for religion, the Skaal worship whom they call the All-Maker, whom they believe to be the source of all life, and they also believe that this All-Maker has an antithesis, the adversary. This is similar to another widespread belief in the Elder Scrolls universe, the one of Anu and Padme. In both cases, this idea of twin forces opposing each other. This adversary also appears and disguises himself under many different forms. One such form was the Greedy Man, who was a normal man living amongst the Skaal, but one day became possessed by the adversary. Then, under his evil influence, he stole the oceans, the lands, the trees, the sun, the beasts, and the winds, which the Skaal considered to be the 6 gifts of the All-Maker. It is then that a young man named Avar traveled across Solstheim to find the pillars associated with each gift, and by performing a series of rituals and tasks, he returned the All-Maker's gifts to his people. You actually do something similar to this when you play the Blood Moon expansion in Morrowind. In any case, after Avar restores all the gifts, the All-Maker exiles the Greedy Man from Solstheim, and that is the last time we see this particular aspect of the adversary. That being said, the Skaal believe that at the end of seasons, the adversary will return in the form of Thartag, the World Devourer. Now, does that remind you of anyone? Sounds kinda similar to Alduin the World Eater, doesn't it? And paradoxically, in the book The Guardian and the Traitor, it is hinted that the All-Maker might be a distant echo of Alduin. Now, you're probably wondering, wait, Smike, are you saying that both the All-Maker and the adversary are Alduin? I have no idea. Is Bethesda trying to tell us that the All-Maker and the adversary are just two sides of the same coin? Maybe the All-Maker and the adversary aren't two separate deities, but rather one. In any case, the Skaal believe in the cyclical nature of life. In the book Children of the All-Maker, it says, when a creature dies, its spirit returns to the All-Maker, who shapes it into something new and returns it to Mundus, Mundus being the mortal plane. This is similar to the Argonian belief of reincarnation, which is well summarized in this passage from the Infernal City. It was generally believed that Argonians had been given their souls by the Hist, and when one died, one's soul returned to them to be incarnated once more. Hey guys, it's Mike. Hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been trying to put more time and effort into my videos recently, and I've been trying to make them higher quality. I want to hear any feedback or criticism you guys have on the style of videos, what mistakes I made, how I can improve them. Going forward, I want to put more time into the editing of my videos. Even if they're short, I want to make them very condensed and very edited. And also, I'm sorry for not uploading frequently recently. I promise I'll get better. I'm going to try and upload more. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.